Hello everybody. Welcome back to our community meeting. I've been getting some nice emails from some of you, and if anybody didn't get my email address, I'm going to say it again. Your parents will know what it is also, but I'm going to give it to you again. It's D-I-A-N-A, it's my first name, dot D-O-L-C-E at hopehall.org. I'm looking forward to those responses. You asked the adults, what were they doing that was hard for them, and how were they feeling about it? Today I want to talk about you. I want you to think about, in your heart, do a heart inventory, what is the hardest thing for you right now about learning the way you're learning right now? Not just the subject. Maybe it's math, maybe it's science, maybe it's ELA, maybe it's social studies, maybe it's reading. I'm not talking just about that, but what about the math or the science or the social studies or the reading, what about that is the hardest for you? What's the hardest thing right now about not being in school? Is it not connecting with your friends? Is it not connecting with your teachers? What are you missing the most? And how is that making you feel? Is it making you feel really crabby? Is it making you feel like you're angry all the time? Are you fighting with some of your brothers and sisters more? How are they feeling? Are they getting crabby? If the answer to any of that is yes, then that's where we look at our attitude. How can we look at, this is hard, I don't like it, but I'm going to persevere and do it because it's the right thing to do? How do we become people of hope? How do we practice, we can do this, and this is not going to be like this forever? I feel very, very, very sad for our seniors right now, because our seniors had been dreaming since last fall about what their senior year was going to be like. It's very different. It's very different. But different doesn't have to mean bad. It can make us feel sad, but it doesn't have to make us feel angry. We don't have to turn the sadness into anger and then make everybody around us angry. How can we do it differently? I can promise you, seniors who are listening to this, that your teachers and Ms. McLean and Mrs. Drogmiller and I, we've got wonderful plans for you. Our Board of Trustees is looking at wonderful plans for you. We're not going to let this year be a total waste in terms of your senior year or your graduation. For the rest of you who are not seniors, 8th grade, we're going to be planning something special for you. Athletes, we're still going to be planning something special for you. In fact, I know that Mr. Zaire has already ordered trophies and soccer medallions. We're not going to let that go to waste. We're just doing it differently. On a personal level, I have a good friend, her name is Sister Kathy, and we have been friends for 44 years. We've been best friends for 44 years. We used to hike together in the Adirondack Mountains. She got a disease called MS, and right now she's in a wheelchair. First she was using a cane, then she was using crutches, then she had to use a wheelchair. So we had two choices. One was to say, we're never going to be able to hike in the mountains again. Another choice would be to say, I'll have to hike in the mountains by myself. The third choice was to say, okay, Sister Kathy has this disease, but we can still do what we want to do, we just do it differently. And we do. So now we go to a different set of mountains that has fire roads. And the fire roads are the roads up through the mountains that the fire trucks take when there's a forest fire. And we travel on those because her wheelchair can do that. We just do it differently. And we're having just as much fun. I think the same can be for all of us, but we have to practice perseverance and be people of hope. Let's keep that going together, and I'll talk to you the next time.